Yes, and I think what one of the most powerful parts of a mind movie is actually making it. Because to
Mm,
make it, you have to get really clear about what you want.
hmm.
And when I coach people and go, okay, look, when you're creating your mind movie, yes, you want to be using affirmations in present tense. Yes, you want to make sure that you're avoiding words like debt or or fertility problems or fertility issues or things like that. You want to, the things that you don't want to focus on, you want to make sure those words are completely eliminated from the vocabulary. And the thing is that once you're writing down what it is that you want, affirmations that describe what you want, whether it's a healthy pregnancy, a beautiful family, or whatever it is that you're focusing on. But then you also want to describe what life is like now that you have that, because
Mm,
these are
wow.
the affirmations that really help to put you in that future. So when we're talking about people that are listening to the show, we want to be focusing on like really easy conception and talk about the healthy pregnancy and all the amazing things about being pregnant, but then also talking about how easy the birth is going to be, and then all the things that you're doing with your child or your children, when they're born, and seeing all of that, because your job really is to get clear about that future. You want to see it, you want to taste it, you want to know that it's happening. And then everything falls into place. You also want to talk about why, like, why do you want to create this? Any kind of actions that you need to take. Maybe there's certain, vitamins or different, changes to your daily practice that you want to be implementing, to create an easier conception. And then think about how you need to change the way you think. Because I know that when it comes to, wanting to fall pregnant in your 40s, it's not just our programming and our limiting beliefs we need to overcome, but it's culture in general. Like I mean, I don't have children, but I know I've seen from friends who are in that age, we're talking about a geriatric pregnancy. Like, really? Like, come on, a pregnancy is a pregnancy. But overcoming all of these other prejudice and cultural things as well. So focusing on, no, this is how I'm thinking. These are my beliefs. This is how I'm changing who I am to become this beautiful mother or this beautiful parent. And adding all of those types of affirmations into a mind movie like this, you're really comprehensively describing this incredible family that you're creating. It's an incredible life that you're creating, and you're covering all aspects. So it makes it easier for you to be able to see and believe it. Because when you believe it's going to happen and you have this expectation that it's happening no matter what, that energy, remember we're talking about how important this frequency is that we're emitting out to the universe. That is the most important kind of a frequency that we want to be emitting.
Okay, those are incredible tips. And, a couple things came to mind is, um, you know, it's interesting. Like when I was trying to get pregnant, I knew that, I knew, oh my gosh, I need to make a mind movie because, um, as much as self-development stuff I've done over the years, I mean, I really can get into a negative spiral. And so these days you kind of have to, right? Like you have to overtake or do something stronger to negate those voices. And how often are you recommending people watch this if those say someone's been trying to conceive for over a year and they have, like you said, the doctors and everything else kind of giving them, negative news, which is, pretty predominant, pervasive when you're older and trying to get pregnant. Like, do you have them watching, recommend we watch it a couple times a day, or what's the recommendation?
Well, I think at least morning and night is preferable.
Hmm.
So, because when whatever we watch and put into our minds the last 10 minutes before we go to sleep is what our subconscious mind is mulling over all evening. And that if you've ever binged watched a series, forget
Hmm.
about it. That's what you're dreaming about all night. So let's put something positive in there. Let's put something, that you want to be creating in there. So that's helping your mind to really focus on you know, this reality. It also is making sure that that when you wake in the morning, if there's some action you need to take the next day and you weren't sure how you were going to do that, you know, more often than not, you'll find that the solution will just pop into your head in the mornings. You know, as we go to sleep and as we wake up in the morning, we are in what we call theta brainwave activity. Now, while we're in theta, we are more connected to the greater consciousness, you know, or to our intuition. So it's easier for us to see the solutions or come up with these amazing ideas that maybe we wouldn't have before. You know, first thing in the morning is a great way to start the day. Because especially if you're, you've got certain actions or habits that you're changing, you know, reminding yourself first thing in the morning, you're like, yep, today this is what I'm doing. And it kind of keeps you motivated. And I also recommend that before you're doing any kind of activity that's involved with, with falling pregnant, like, you know, before you're going to have sexy times with your husband or before you're going to the doctor or anything like that, when you're watching your mind movie, what happens is that you're really putting yourself into the vibrational match of being pregnant. So you're already there, you know, which is going to really help to make the activities that you're doing to conceive even more effective.